First down, it's Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's at the 30. And touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's brought down. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
It's coming away with the football.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. As they run the counter play. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard around the 37.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing is Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And Newton's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Two straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerry Rice from 3 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
I know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. Combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Back now in Pittsburgh. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got room. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Moss. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have made this a one-score game. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Parker. Touchdown! Devontae Parker, 85 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So second down, 3 yards to go now. Looking to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jerry Rice, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they can get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance.